the best answer I can give you.
I'm just saying, because it's no logic if you want to have continuity. But I guess just finally saying, we talk about America and being built on God, and my buddy Mr. Gatch referenced about being a preacher and everything. But until there's repentance, there's no forgiveness of sins. And we can write the Federalist Papers, we can write whatever we want. But until there is some acknowledgement about the sins of the past, we are just whistling Dixie. Because, for one, you have to be very creative intellectually not to digest the fact that history has been distorted. And if we're, as legislators, are trying to make things right, we can't continue perpetuating falsehood. And why it's more critical now than in 1924 is because with the demographic changes, if we don't do something to help everybody understand what the truth is, you're going to have a lot of people perpetuating in falsehoods, and we're going to have 1861 again in South Carolina. So this is not a game. This is very serious. We got grandkids, great-grandkids, and a lie is always going to be a lie. 1861 happened, 1863 happened, 1865 happened, 1898 happened, Plessy Ferguson. I mean, I love history, so you know, and you can't make history up. You just read the book. So I'm just saying, let me say it this way. We cannot insult anybody's intelligence. This stuff in S38, what it's saying is that we want to indoctrinate college students on their dime to what we think is important. Well, hell, if you're in college and you ain't learned this stuff yet, it's kind of late. So this is really, how can I say this? I'm not going to cuss.
Please don't. I would
This
prefer you not.
This is just blowing smoke.
Thank you very much. I understand the emotions. I have Representative Moore and Representative Calhoun. No, Representative Moore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I don't talk a whole lot. I think the less you use your words, sometimes the more power they have in them. First of all, I think this legislation and its history was designed specifically to address an issue which was brought up in testimony in the subcommittee, which was that one study found that 60% of adult Americans couldn't even identify the three branches of the federal government. And I think it was designed, and I believe the author of the bill would say that it was designed to address what they viewed as some gaps in education, which I think is what we see on social media. I think that is related. I think a lot of the misinformation we see out there can be traced back to the fact that a lot of people don't know the things that this bill intends to teach. And I understand, I appreciate Representative Rivers and Representative McDaniel and other people's passionate perspective. We all have different perspectives and experiences. I think it's important that we respect those. My experience obviously is different. But one thing that's not different, that we all have the same, is we all took an oath to uphold and preserve and protect the Constitution of this state and the United States. Some of us did that, I know, in the military. And I just think when we talk about hypocritical, I think it's very hypocritical to take an oath to a Constitution and then find issues in supporting legislation which would just teach that Constitution, its framework, its context. What I thought was really important, which I hope people aren't overlooking, is the fact that it says that it would teach the United States Constitution in its entirety. Well, that would include the amendments. That would include the Civil War amendments.